Golden Retriever puppies are the living embodiment of pure sunshine wrapped in golden fur. From the moment they tumble into your life, their endless energy and clumsy adventures turn even an ordinary day into an extraordinary memory. They chase their tails, stumble over their oversized paws, and look up at you with those soulful, trusting eyes that seem to say, "Life is better when we chase it with joy." Whether they're trying to catch falling leaves or snuggling up in a sleepy pile after a big play session, Golden Retriever puppies teach us the beauty of living fully, loving deeply, and finding happiness in the simplest moments. They're wagging. Tails and unshakable optimism aren't just adorable, they're healing. French Bulldog puppies are tiny, wrinkled comedians who seem like they're born to make the world laugh. With their giant bat-like ears and expressive, almost human-like faces, every moment with them feels like a skit waiting to happen. They strut across rooms with exaggerated confidence, attempt ambitious jumps they definitely can't make, and then flop dramatically, looking at you like it's all part of the plan. Their snores, snorts, and tiny grumbles add a soundtrack of adorable chaos. Frenchie puppies don't just live life, they perform it. And in their world, every tumble is a triumph, every nap is a celebration, and every loving gaze is a silent invitation to laugh a little louder and love a little deeper. Baby elephants are living, breathing marvels of innocence and wonder, trapped inside wobbly, oversized bodies. Their ears flap comically when they run, their trunks seem to have a mind of their own, and their curiosity leads them on clumsy adventures through forests, rivers, and mud puddles. Watching a baby elephant discover the world is like seeing the world fresh through a child's eyes. Every stick is a sword, every puddle is a mystery, every butterfly is worth chasing. And when they trip, fall, and get back up again, it's a quiet, beautiful reminder that falling down isn't failing. It's part of the dance of growing up. In their innocence, baby elephants show us the purest form of courage, to explore fearlessly and love endlessly. Fluffy kittens are tiny daydreams brought to life. Delicate, wide-eyed, and so impossibly soft they seem like whispers of a fantasy. They tumble through their tiny world with fearless curiosity, one moment pouncing with fierce determination, the next moment tumbling head over paws into a sleepy heap. Every purr feels like a love song, too gentle for human words. Watching them chase invisible foes, bat at loose strings, and snooze in sunbeams feels like slipping into a sweeter, softer universe where nothing matters but wonder and warmth. Fluffy kittens remind us that the smallest hearts often carry the biggest magic, and that sometimes joy comes wrapped in fur and crowned with a pair of curious, sparkling eyes. Hedgehogs are like miniature warriors from a storybook, bristling with tiny defenses, yet gentle and shy at heart. Their careful, waddling exploration of the world is both hilarious and heart-melting. When they sniff the air with twitching noses or uncurl slowly from a defensive ball, it feels like witnessing trust being reborn right in front of you. They shuffle through fallen leaves, climb over tiny obstacles, and nestle into cozy spots, with a quiet determination that's somehow incredibly moving. In every tiny deliberate step, hedgehogs show us that courage doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's slow, steady, and wrapped in tiny spikes and a brave little heart. Red pandas are nature's clowns, dressed in the world's softest costumes. With their big round eyes, flame orange fur, and gigantic fluffy tails, every move they make seems both adorable and hilarious. They wobble when they climb, panic adorably when they slip, and sometimes dramatically flop into a nap mid-adventure. Every clumsy tumble and wide-eyed glance turns a normal moment into a magical scene straight out of a children's movie. Red pandas remind us that life isn't about staying upright all the time. It's about finding joy even when you fall, laughing at the chaos, and rolling back into the journey with a playful heart. Baby goats, or kids, are chaos personified, a joyful bouncing symphony of energy and pure mischief. They leap straight into the air for no reason other than to celebrate being alive, inventing new ways to climb, tumble, and chase each other through pastures and fields. Their playful headbutts, sudden mid-air twirls, and wobbly landings are a dance of life at its wildest. Every giggling, bleating bounce reminds us that life's greatest adventures often start with a leap of faith, or at least a really good jump. Baby goats don't ask permission to be joyful. They just are, and in their wild abandon, they invite us to do the same. Ducklings are tiny, waddling love letters from nature. With their fluffy yellow down and their determined little feet, they stumble after their mothers with a seriousness that is both heroic and hilarious. Watching them paddle clumsily across ponds or bravely take their first steps on land is like watching a miracle unfold in slow motion. Every wiggle of their tail, every quack of determination is a small, golden reminder that the path forward doesn't have to be graceful. It just has to be taken with heart. Pure love would look like otters holding hands if pure love had a shape. Floating on their backs, drifting with the currents yet refusing to let go of one another, otters embody a tenderness so genuine it feels almost sacred. They link paws while they nap, trust gleaming in their closed eyes and relaxed smiles. Their bonds tell a story without words, one of loyalty, comfort, and the deep human need not just to survive, but to stay connected. Watching otters hold hands is a soft, shining reminder. Life's currents may pull and push us, but love will always anchor us in place. Pomeranian puppies are pure, puffball perfection. Tiny dynamos packed with explosive personality and endless sass. They march through life with a big dog attitude, barking grand announcements to anyone who will listen. Their fluffy coats bounce, with every step turning even their smallest movements into scenes straight out of a fairy tale. Watching a pomstrut tumble and whirl around like a miniature monarch is a reminder that greatness isn't measured in size, but in the fearless way you declare your place in the world. Teacup pigs are the embodiment of cheerful exploration, wrapped up in a ridiculously cute pink package. Every little grunt, snuffle, and wobbly run feels like a tiny celebration of curiosity. They root through gardens, chase after toys twice their size, and collapse into blissful naps with their tiny hooves splayed wide. Their zest for life, their eagerness to explore every corner, and their shameless delight in every discovery remind us that sometimes the greatest adventures begin right under our noses, if only we dare to snort, sniff, and dive in. Squirrels are the wild acrobats of the natural world, flipping, racing, and soaring through the air with reckless enthusiasm. They dart up trees with impossible speed, launch themselves across gaps that seem too wide, and sometimes misjudge spectacularly, only to recover in a blur of fur and bound onward. Watching squirrels is like seeing determination and play fuse into one unstoppable force. In their relentless quest for the next nut, the next branch, the next leap, squirrels teach us that the joy isn't just in reaching the goal. It's in the daring, laughing, fearless journey to get there. There's an art to falling over, and pandas have perfected it. Whether they're clumsily climbing trees, rolling down hills, or tripping over their own feet, every panda tumble is a masterclass in embracing imperfection with pure, unfiltered joy. They crash, they flop, they slide, and then they lie there for a while, basking in their hilarious chaos. Watching pandas fall is not just funny, it's strangely profound. It's a living, breathing reminder that sometimes the best thing you can do when you fall is to laugh, roll over, and try again, maybe even more joyfully than before. Capybaras are the serene sages of the animal kingdom, moving through life with an unshakable calm that borders on magical. They lounge in hot springs, allow other animals to perch on them, and meet the world's noise with a slow blink and a peaceful smile. Watching a capybara relax is almost therapeutic, a lesson in choosing tranquility over chaos. In a world that never stops spinning, capybaras remind us that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply to breathe. Float and let peace be your superpower. Alpacas are living proof that awkwardness can be absolutely enchanting. With their long necks, bouncy trots, and expressions that range from curious to mildly offended, they command attention wherever they go. Their woolly coats and quirky personalities make them look like fantastical creatures stepped out of a fairy tale. Watching an alpaca strut, spit, only occasionally. Or blink dramatically at a passing butterfly is a hilarious, heartwarming experience. Alpacas teach us to embrace our uniqueness, to wear our weirdness with pride, and to never underestimate the charm of being unapologetically ourselves.